There we go. Feel nice and safe up there. And that big grizzly. Hi, I'm Greg Ovens, and this is Ovens Rocky Mountain Bushcraft. This year, Zach Fowler invited me on his second season of his 30-day survival challenge. For 30 days, we'll have to live off of plants and whatever we can catch and cook. So, here we are. It's poking my head with this branch here. Figures, eh? It's day 23. We have 7 more days. We're gonna go to the lake fishing. I know it sounds like repetition, but we basically have to catch fish every day or else we're gonna go hungry. Collect a few more plants. That tea was really good. That tea that I made the other day out of the horsetail, the fireweed, stinging nettle, and yarrow. Made a really nice tea, actually, a lemony tasting tea, very good. I felt a lot safer knowing that big bear was around, like being up that high. I did feel a lot safer, actually. And hopefully my set line trap has some fish on it, okay? That would be cool. Another little thing, I picked this nice setting to do my morning introduction. Just show you this big tree behind me. You notice it, eh? Good and solid. The base, big. This tree naturally fell onto it. But you see how this would make a perfect shelter underneath this? I mean, it's been here for who knows how long. So this would make a good debris shelter. You could take your poles, run your poles like this, you see, all along the side of that, and make your debris shelter. And then take your boughs. Once you have all your poles lined up, run all your boughs, your moss on top of the boughs. If you can make some bark shingles in between, and this would make a good debris shelter location. A nice little spot underneath there on the other side. These are things I look for when I'm out. Here we are. I don't know, maybe this is the day we get skunked. We haven't been skunked yet, but this could be the day. If that's the case, I'll come back tonight, this evening, and try again. I just as soon not get skunked. Atoll. Atoll. Ouch. Well, go somewhere else, I guess. May as well collect some horsetail for tea. Well, hopefully the people watching that are interested in plants have learnt a little bit about plants. I've shown quite a few different plants on this trip. Obviously not all of them. Some of the poisonous ones, like the hellebore, very poisonous plant. Obviously I can't show every plant that I see. Oh yeah. Gonna make some tea at least. Go back, finish my shelter off. I have to fix it up a bit. Oh, I just didn't even get any sleep last night with that stupid thing. First of all, I had the hammock on the wrong angle. My head was up too high, and I kept sliding down, just like a toboggan, right to the bottom. I didn't have enough length for the tarp, kept flapping, and then the screen material to keep the mosquitoes out was right in my face because I didn't have it stretched out enough because I didn't have the length. So I have to fix all these problems with that. That was just a miserable, miserable night. The only night that I've had that was worse than that night last night was the night we hiked into those two other hike-in lakes. And I had to spend the night lying beside the fire without blankets or anything else. That was the only worst night. So that was the worst night so far. And then last night was second place. Horsetail tea is has a lot of silica in it. It's good for your hair. But oh, I forgot to mention once again, my set line didn't have anything on it. When I pulled it in, the worm was gone off the hook, and it looks like the line was stretched and curled. So I'm thinking I did have one on and it got off. The thing is, the trigger didn't go off. So maybe what happened is the fish grabbed the hook and took the bait off and drug the weight rock and snagged the weight rock on something. But the trap didn't go off. I'll just keep resetting it and I will get something with it because I know these traps work. I've used them successfully before. So have no fear, I will catch one with that trap. I'm going to check once more for some dragonfly nymphs. I know when I was in Patagonia, I found approximately, I think it was 12 or 13 dragonfly nymphs. And every single time I used a dragonfly nymph for bait, I caught a fish. If you can find a dragonfly nymph, you can bet that you're probably going to get a fish, just even with a bobber. So, I mean, I haven't seen any in here, but you see it's just shrimp. Lots of shrimp, but I don't see any nymphs. Most of the year this lake will be frozen. So maybe they're just dragonfly nymphs. It's quite possible they just can't survive in this lake. It's too bad because there's lots of mosquitoes they could be eating up for us. Young gray jay. I'm back over towards where Zach is fishing. Pretty windy to be using a bobber and stuff, but I was here the other day, or a few days ago, and I remember I had left a little piece of paracord and I just found it on the ground here. So maybe what I'll do before I head out is set this little snare for the gopher, because there's a gopher hole. I'll show you right here. We got a gopher hole. So, and boy, this wind is just playing havoc with my hair. I gotta get a haircut and get a real job. Yeah. Okay, so need 2 stakes. One here, one here. And once again, just like all the traps, if I can break the damn stick. Seems like I'm losing energy. I can't even break a stick anymore. See what I mean? I see some sticks in the lake that might be better. I don't know what's up with this damn stick. And of course the wind, like I say, just, I don't know, things are starting to get irritating when you, I'm telling you, when you don't eat, things just get under your skin. I mean, now it's the wind. That's better than the mosquitoes. I guess that's why there's no mosquitoes. So, like, every problem that you have, whether it's the wind, the mosquitoes, or the weather, all relates to another problem that you won't have. Like, now that it's windy, don't have a problem with mosquitoes. Sometimes you just can't win. Maybe I can carve this one enough I can actually break it. Seems like my energy level has gone way down. Hurrah!
I got some wire and Kevlar rope.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You can't chew through, and wire you can't.
Copper snare wire, or brass, I guess. I got some type of paracord again, but I think I'm just going to use it to add to my tie onto my existing, because I like this stuff better. It's thicker. It's plenty strong enough. It's not like these 4-pound trout. I don't have to drive these way in the ground. Some of this, square knotted on. I'll double or triple it maybe. Right over left, left over right, square knot. No, that didn't work. A double square knot. So left over left twice, right over right twice, double square knot. That works. Okay. So I got to put a brace obviously again. Same thing, double square knot. I don't know why these sticks will not break. Super sticks or something damn thing. Incredible stick situation around here. I gotta get one of my traps to work or you guys are gonna think that guy's just a goof, man, and he can't get nothing to work, and yet I do have YouTube videos of my traps actually working, believe it or not. Sometimes when you're out in the bush trying to make these things work under these kind of conditions where you're trying to live off the land and everything else, things just don't go the way you want them to. The land of super sticks, because you cannot break a stick in this area. You need a saw or something. They just do not break. Look at it. They're just like elastic bands. I don't know why. Okay. I have to shorten my stick. It's fine. The length of the stick doesn't matter. Wind it up. I can even just use this. I don't need a Y stick. So basically now I've got my snare loop. As you can see, hopefully you can see it right here. And it tightens easily, see? But the trap will do the tightening. This attaches to my stick, and then I just got to figure my trigger. I want the loop about, well, that's about the size of a lemon. Now where did I put my wire? It would help if the hair wasn't in my eyes. I mean, then I could maybe see. There it is. I always just play around with different triggers, and that's half the battle, is the trigger. And then when he pulls, he's going to pull this off. Actually, this is a great trigger system here. There. Hopefully the wind doesn't set it off. 2 posts. The paracord. My stick. Other post. Brace. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but right at the hole, I have the wire. You can see it, I think. And my trigger is just a stick on an angle there. When he pulls through here, it's going to release that and pull him up into the air. Maybe a little hard to see, but there is my trigger. Lightheaded, just about fainted there. Oh, it's just starting to get difficult, this journey, but I mean, there's only a week left. I can do it. Feeling weak at times, I'm telling you. It's not easy, man. It hasn't been the easiest. Well, Zach got 1 fish, so guess we haven't got skunked in that sense. Some fireweed and some horsetail this time. Be nice to get more fish, but regardless, don't always do as good as some other days. I mean, some days you just don't do well. What do you do? Lots of plants. We're not going to starve to death. Could leave us out here for 6 months and we could probably store up enough plants and fish to make it through the winter if we had to. Especially when hunting season came, then we'd be styling. This has been an interesting challenge so far. I really like it. I like my shirt too. I said that before. But let's see if you can read it. 30-day survival challenge. That's cute. It is cute. but it's also been quite the amazing adventure. It has. There's been a lot of interesting things we've done. Oh boy. I thought it'd fall over, but it didn't. Just getting tired of using all my energy on these projects. Almost did it. Just everything's becoming a fight. Everything. No energy left. Oh. That tree figures it's going to be stubborn. I'll be stubborn too. There. Reminds me of a John Wayne show. He's trying to get his cattle back. And he says to the Mexican, "That's my cattle." He says, Mexican says, "Well, what'd you bring me to get them back? Silver, gold?" "No, just lead." My ridge pole, that shelter didn't work very good for me. Got to extend it. Could you just kind of hand me that pole?
Sure.
Good. Oh, I see. Let you finish. I'm gonna keep the fireweed out for now. Just try horsetail first, and then maybe add some. We'll see how it goes. Horsetail first. Change my mind.
All right, buddy.
Starving then. Very hungry.
Oh, that's the way to do the skin.
Yeah.
Oh man, just toasting it up on that rock after for a second. Unreal. That's like the best tasting potato chip I've ever had. Is that sun?
Windbreak. Zach's been working on a table while I was at the lake. And now we can play chess on there.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, this is nice.
You hear that, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
The 30-Day Survival Challenge Season 2 Canadian Rockies has been brought to you in part by Dr. Squatch Soap, Hidden Woodsman Gear, Go Prepared Survival, Outdoor Vitals, Wazoo Survival Gear, Simple Shot Shooting Sports, and Grim Workshop. Check out the link in the description below for the gear video of the 30-Day Survival Challenge.
Morning. So it is day 24. Did not catch a fish at the lake. Zach caught one, and that was all we had. Yesterday was the one fish he caught, and some tea that I brought, some more horsetail and fireweed and everything for tea, and it makes a good tea. We have to get to the lake and hopefully catch a couple each this time because we're kind of running low on energy. Here we go. Let's see what we can do today. Home sweet home. Feel nice and safe up there. And that big grizzly.
We gonna catch some fish?
Yep. I lost my last lure, so I have to go see if Fowler has some. I wasn't filming at the time, but I mean, I decided to put a little rock on, just a small rock for weight so I could get out a little further. Second cast, got hung up on something, lost my last lure. So I have to go way across the other side of the lake to where he's fishing now. Takes about 20 minutes to get to where he is. Go see what he's got for tackle. Got to get a couple fishers. He's going to be a hungry go the next 6 days if we don't start catching fish pretty quick. Did I hear you say you got one?
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, good.
Right here.
Nice. Okay, good.
It's a little bigger than yesterday's, but not like our biggest.
Well, I lost my last lure over there.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, here, help yourself to some of these.
Okay, well, come and see what you got. You're not going to catch nothing without a hook, are you? See what we got here. Even something silver, gold colored. It's got a funky fly on it, but it's a 3-prong. I guess you never know. Yellow. That's funky too. Try that guy. See, the trap hasn't gone off. It's still set. Pretty much looks the same as it did before. There's no way that all your traps are going to work 100% of the time. I would say you're lucky if they work 30% of the time. I mean, if I was to set 10 or 15 of them all through here at every gopher hole, I'd probably get one. But we're running out of time, and we really need to concentrate on fishing because we haven't been catching fish either, so it's been frustrating. Wind is not doing us any favors. This should work. Just get a nice cold this time and we'll get her. See if it's home. Ow. Now there goes our sun, but that's okay because it's already going. There we go.
Got it?
Yeah. Well, it's going now. Keep an eye on this fire too. I mean, it's pretty windy. Even though it's been raining lots, I don't want it to catch into any of this stuff, so just let it die down now. That is ridiculous. It's absolutely full of shrimp. Chuck full of shrimp, nothing else. Yeah, it looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon, I should say.
Oh, the creature from the Blue Lagoon.
Or Blue Lagoon, yeah. Looks like that monster in that spooky show from the 60s anyway. Nice one. Of course I wasn't filming. I figured, well. But first cast, where Zach said there was some hanging around, I got one. Hopefully it's a feeding frenzy again for them for a bit. One more I want. I don't have to come here tomorrow. I can go blueberry picking. I want blueberries. I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. That's what I want to do. Blueberry picking. Can't stand these things. Unbelievable the size of that mountain. Can you imagine how much something like that weighs in tonnage? That mountain weighs more than every human on earth put together. I guarantee you. That's my estimate anyways. Leave your comments below if you think differently. Got another fish, but again I didn't record it. Had a lot of fish eggs in it. I hate letting those fish eggs go to waste. When you're trying to survive off the land, you got to take what you can get. You actually acquire a taste for them. I was eating them quite a few times in Patagonia. And you get used to them. Lots of nutrients for you, so you don't get too picky when you're out trying to live off the land and survive. Nope. Trip. Guess I should have been filming when I did catch the fish. Seen me catch lots already though. Cast backwards. I got one. I got him. He's gonna put up a fight yet though. At least I got my tension where if they're not gonna like break my line likely, right? They might get off, but well, that ties my record if I can land them. Yeah. I just don't want them to get snagged on anything. That is a big fat guy, boy. Okay, this time I had the camera rolling. That's one of the biggest ones I've got so far. Nice. That's up to 3. That ties my record for the lake. Makes up for yesterday not getting any. Okay, well, we can go berry picking now. I have a feeling you'll get one. And it's fun catching. I'll bet you're gonna have a blast if you get one on that line.
Yeah.
Got another one. Oh no, it's a stick. Believe it or not, I thought it was one for sure. Okay, I caught my first stick fish. And I actually thought it was one too. Stick fish.
Yes, got one.
Nice. Nice, buddy. Yeah, you better play him.
Woo!
Nice.
There's a big one, or a decent sized one, on the woolly bugger. Woo!
Zach got one on his fly rod. Oh, change the battery pack. Are you kidding me? Those are nice fish. I'm wrong. 39. Because I only had 36. Yeah. That's right. Only.
Only 36. I put the livers aside for you.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, you don't want them? Or did you have some?
I'll be more happy with eating the eggs than the livers.
All right.
So we toasted up the milt, which is the male reproductive stuff when females have eggs.
Kind of rubbery, eh?
Yeah.
But it's all right.
Mm-hmm. It tastes like some sort of a meaty food substance. There.
Got her.
Greenwood smoker fish.
Yeah. That should do the trick. And then put the rock on.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put the rock on top of it.
Yeah, just so it doesn't flame up, because...
Ow, that rock's hot.
Oh, I guess.
Whew.
Got the fish and the smoker there. Let's see if,
Pop it to night vision or something.
yeah, that's what I just did.
Oh.
So, our fish are in there. You can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep them in the smoker for the night. It should keep the flies off for the morning. Till the morning. A bit of smoke will probably discourage the flies too.
Hmm.